Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. If I friend zone you as a lady, you are one to me. Whenever I see you, it's like I see a dude with a dick. If I ask you right now, when was the last time you saw your vagina? You won't tell me that. Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rod, and I'm back with another reaction video. And in this video, we're going to be reacting to a 40-year-old divorced woman gets humbled by YN. Before we get to the video, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notification. You know all the good stuff, you feel me? Again, I really do appreciate those who have been subscribing to the channel, those who have been turning on the post notifications, those who have been liking the video, and commenting. I really do appreciate that. I see the comments and I try to respond to the comments every fucking day. It means more than you can imagine to me, bro. Honestly, it really does mean a lot. So please, always make sure you hit that like button so YouTube can push the videos to other people. Now let's get into this video and see what it is talking about. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as always.
Yo, look, my man. I don't like your. I'm just a regular guy. I just like people for their heart.
And I have the biggest heart in the world. Anyways, nice to meet you.
Are you married?
I'm going through a divorce right now.
Oh my god.
How old is
The
she?
dumb man that did that.
Tell me about that.
Unbelievable.
Look at it.
Oh wow. Oh, that's your girl. Oh, damn. Okay. You good, bro?
The way that you're presenting yourself publicly and bragging about being a like your time is limited and the clock is ticking and it's not going to age well. I just, we all make choices, especially if you're going to go into that industry that you think are empowering you. And in some ways it does, but the overall long-term consequences is that you're going to be viewed through a very specific lens for the rest of your life. And that is a debt that is very hard to pay. So I just want to be a warning to all of you that the money is great. And when you're in it, you think that that price is totally worth it. But there's a lot that's going to come up in ways that you cannot even imagine that will haunt you. Taking the short, fun ride is not worth it long-term.
Maybe some of us just like on camera. Like, I don't.
They too cute to listen to you. They think right now because they're looking cute, they chest sitting right, they butt jiggling just right. It ain't gonna come to an end. Everybody gets old.
And what's the problem with signing a piece of paper? Just sign it and just forget about it.
Yeah, that piece of paper is like a sword in my heart. It means you don't trust me. A prenup to me means that your partner thinks that you're going to take everything if all else fails, which after 5 years of being together and having a son together, Sean should 100% trust me.
Nope. Absolutely not. This is the thing, yo. I'ma say this. Listen. Yeah. I don't like prenups. It's like you're hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. If I have to sign up with you, I don't need to be in a relationship. I don't need to get married to you. You get what I'm saying? That is just me. Because again, I'm African. I don't know about this prenup thing or whatever. I'm not signing that. I'm not introducing that in my relationship or anything because I know once you and I are locked in, bro, there's never going to be any divorce topic like discussion. That is not even going to linger around the house. That's not an option. That is what I know. That is how I feel. So whoever I'm looking to get married to, there's not going to be anything as a divorce. Now, when it comes to signing a prenup, whoever wants to do whatever, that's totally up to them. And I understand where they're coming from. You get what I'm saying? Like if someone wants you to sign a prenup, I don't see why you're dragging it. If deep down you know you're gonna end with that person, I don't see why. On the other hand, I don't see why you want someone to sign a prenup if you hope, or if you want the relationship to go as smoothly as possible. But then again, we've seen what is going on in the society. So sometimes I'm on the fence when it comes to people wanting a prenup and people not wanting to sign the prenup. You get what I'm saying? So I get both sides. Whose side am I going to lean towards? Mostly the men, because we've seen what happens in this country. Again, when it comes to marriage, what happens in marriage? What does a woman bring to the marriage if you're considered a traditional man who is going to be the provider? The woman is going to bring what? Mostly, in most situations, the woman is going to bring her nurturing, her love, her care, like all those things, right? Let's say, for example, you guys wants to get divorced. Your nurturing, your love is never going to be brought up in court or anything. No, it's going to be the assets. It's going to be who the things the man worked for. So the man is already on the losing end. So I understand why a guy would want to get a prenup, get you to sign a prenup. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna lean towards the man because we've seen what women do in this country. We've seen what women do nowadays. But me personally, I'm not doing no prenups. That is me. I'm not doing no prenups.
I mean, everything's wonderful now, but I've seen what my parents went through. I just don't want to go through the same thing. What's the harm of talking to a lawyer?
To me, it feels like Sean is treating our marriage like another business contract and not like a unity of love and commitment. Okay, I'm not signing anything, and you need to just know that you want me or you don't. I am not another one of his clients. I'm the love of his life, and he should treat me like that.
Trade with the pearls definitely goes down to the basics so that you can understand the process of trade.
I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present. Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. We sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? Therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? He responded right away. And he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that was that. I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned. I knew that I was ready to leave, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. You delusional prick. Shut up. You wanted him to sob and beg you. And now you see, this is the thing with these narcissistic human beings, bro. They want to guilt trip you. They want to make you feel bad and beg and cry. Now it's going to validate their feelings. They're going to feel good. Oh, I'm leaving him. No. And I'm proud of your ex. If you actually divorced him, I'm proud of him. And I hope you find someone better for him. Because you're not. You were not. Because you are crying. Like, why were you even crying? You asked for the divorce in the first place.
For us, I didn't think that there would be, but you know, you just always hope that like one last try. We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he's like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer this ship around, you know? And I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things within that 24 hours. He had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this shit done.
Yeah, man. Y'all think that men are playing around with you. Y'all don't quite understand that what you say has a consequence.
You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you, even though we're not in a romantic relationship.
Oh, this one is about to piss me off, bro. I know for sure this is about to piss me off, bro. I don't know what it is, but this is about to piss me off.
Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I don't know.
Who the fuck are you? Bro, if I tell you you're my lady friend, you are like a guy to me, bro. I'll treat you like a guy. If it's raining and it's your turn to, and you're the one driving around, you are going to get that gas. I am not getting no gas for you. I'm not opening no doors for you. You are the guys. You are one of the boys. If I friend zone you as a lady, you are one. To me, you. Whenever I see you, it's like I see a dude with a dick, and I cannot even look at you like a woman. I'm not playing. Like, what are we doing?
Why that one's controversial?
I'm gonna stop you right there. As a female friend, you get zero special privileges.
None.
Zero. You're the homie. You're the same thing as my homeboy at this point in my life. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Just because you're a girl doesn't mean I'm going to treat you any differently than my homeboy. If I'm in the car with my homeboy, he pulls up to get gas. Am I pumping the gas? No. What are you talking about? You can't expect me to treat you like the homeboy but then also treat you like my girl. Like I'm not doing that. This is what I'm talking about when I say women don't view men as human beings. They view them as women put men in 2 categories, okay? 3 categories. You're either their father, their servant, or you don't exist. Those are the only options you got for women. You're either their father, their servant, or you simply don't exist in their reality.
Facts.
What modern women have to understand is that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to encourage my son to do that. I'm not going to encourage my daughter to ask for that. That's foolishness.
So wait a sec. How are you equal if the men are the ones that have to fight and die to defend the country? The men are the ones that build and maintain all the infrastructure. Like none of this stuff in the studio is built or maintained by women. You know that like 90% of infrastructure jobs are still held by men. And that if you look at the top 20 jobs held by women now in 2024 versus 1924 are almost the exact same. So women have had 100 years to do whatever they want and they still do the same 20 jobs they did 100 years ago, other than we switched out farm labor for HR work. But other than that, we're secretaries, nurses, daycare ladies, early childhood education, administrative assistants, retail workers, all the same shit that we were a century ago.
I can't lie. This right here, what I'm about to say will piss a lot of y'all off. Now I gotta sit up. Ladies, men are starting to realize most women don't have anything to bring to the table except for their body. And to be honest, that ain't nobody's fault but your own. Most women today gives everything away online before a man even meets them. And men don't value what everybody can access. And I mean, every time I scroll, it's the girl posting half-ass naked pics online, posting ass.
Oh, let me say this. I mean, sometimes I post shirtless, pictures on my story. But again, there's gonna be a double standard. Don't judge me. I'm just saying. Now listen, this is the thing. If I find you remotely attractive, yeah, and I see any post of you, you know how they post and they turn around, they show their butt? I don't care. You instantly become unattractive to me. Like the only thing, even if I'm looking at you like I want to talk to this person or we already started talking, the only thing I have in mind, like here, is to smash. I'm never taking you serious because you're turning around and flashing your butt. For what? What is the point? You get what I'm saying? So listen, there's always going to be a double standard. So if you're on social media doing that, just let me just tell you, people are not going to take you serious at all. Nobody's going to take you serious.
Shots just for attention. No mystery, no value. So blame yourself for leaving nothing to the imagination. What I want to know is why should men want to commit to what the whole world already got for free?
How much would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I personally would rate myself a 10. I think I'm a 10 because I really think I'm pretty.
I think I'm a 10. I know I'm a 10. I'm confident that I'm a 10.
Okay, when you're staying somewhere and you say you're a 10, let's be factual, let's be real. So you're telling me there's no room for improvement? Like, you don't think you can improve anything about yourself? So you are perfect. Okay, all right.
I'm a fucking 10.
Good for you.
I'm a 10. I'm fat, but I'm a 10.
Looks-wise, I'm probably like a 6. Personality-wise,
You see what I'm saying? The guys are so realistic to the point where, bro, on a good day, I consider myself a 5. On a good day, average, I think I'm an average. You get that? So I try every day to become a better person, to work out, to get my body right, to make sure I do, like, my skin is good. That's what I work on. And just trying to make sure I'm constantly improving myself, my knowledge and everything. So it's like life is, I'm a student of life. I'm constantly learning something every day. So when you stand somewhere and you're built like this and you say you are a 10, man, you're not even a 4. No disrespect to you, you're not a 4. No jokes. On a good day, I give you a 2.5. No kidding. Because if I ask you right now, when was the last time you saw your vagina, you won't tell me that. You won't tell me that. So let's not stand here and trying to be like, let's be realistic, bro. Let's be realistic. Men get slandered every day on social media for being short. Men get slandered every day for being fat. When you see a fat, you call fat. When you see, like, come on, you're not even a 4, bro. Pissing me off.
Oh, I'm gonna go low. I'll go 2. I don't give a fuck.
We're so 10.
You're 10,
We back
but
ourselves.
realistically, like
Like an 8. I was gonna say an 8. Yeah.
10. Without a
But-
fucking question.
So be a miss, babe.
Broke my scale.
Broke my fucking scale.
10, 11.
What's an 8? Solid.
10.
Try to believe in yourself.
No. Shit is right. You don't gotta believe you. Oh my days. Believing yourself is not being delusional to yourself, bro. Like, believing yourself is not being delusional to yourself. All right? She is so right. And she is actually the better looking one here. Let's come on, man. Hey, stressing me out.
I'm an 8.
10. 10.
How much would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm the asshole for telling my wife she can't have it both ways. We've been married for 9 years. We're in our 30s and have 2 kids. For the most part, I think our relationship is great. We don't really struggle with jealousy or insecurity or like usually anything until recently. I know this makes me sound horrible, but I never really got along with one of her friend groups. These are some of her work friends she started hanging out with about a year ago. Nothing really against them, just don't really think it was my crowd. It's 2 married guys and 2 women who are divorced, one recently so. And the few times I've come along with the wife to hang out with them, it was mostly work talk, and I didn't find that particularly interesting. So usually I just stay home, care for the kids to save money on the sitter, and let my wife go. But I was clear with my wife that I just didn't really enjoy that particular group. And while I encouraged her to go out and socialize, I just didn't want to come. She was fine at first, but then the group started pressuring her into bringing me as the guys started bringing their wives around and one of the gals found a partner. So she was starting to feel awkward coming along without me. We argued for a bit, but after a few times, she said it was important to her that I come along, so I agreed. Well, to my surprise, it turned out I get along really well with one of the guy's wives. We just hit it off immediately because we're a very similar type of geek. So we just talk about TV or movies or anime while the others did their thing. I thought I cracked the code because now, whenever spouses were invited to the hangouts, I could show up and have a good time, and I thought it'd make my wife happy. It did not. Instead of her being happy that I'm coming, she's now acting jealous and saying that it's weird how close I'm getting to the woman. I told her that it's not weird. She's just the one person I get along with well in the group outside of her. My wife asked if I would make more of an effort to not just interact with her, and I said no.
Thank you.
I again said that the choice was hers. She could invite me to the hangouts or not invite me, and I would respect it.
She basically wants you to make your rounds, is what it is. She's feeling uncomfortable. And to be honest with you, I do kind of get it if you're spending all your time with one woman specifically. And I understand that you guys have a deep connection in terms of what you guys are interested in. But, you know, because it is the opposite sex, I do kind of get where she's coming from.
Now this is the thing, bro. I don't understand why you even want to have a conversation with another man's woman. With like the guys that know me, I'm not going to have a one-on-one conversation with any of my guys, girls, or wives. Like we're not doing that, bro. Like I'm not the type to even sit and want to have a one-on-one with one of the guys. Like no, we're not doing that. Except I want to, you know. But then again, you cannot have it both ways. I understand where she's coming from, but he already told you it's either you invite me there or you don't. Now, if I'm going somewhere and I know there's somebody who I can vibe with and just have regular conversations with about something that we both enjoy, that is calm. You get what I'm saying? But you're not going to tell me who to talk to and who not to talk to. It's either you invite me or you don't invite me. That's it.
Okay, I'll answer you scientifically. So you just asked the question. You said, where did the man come from? You said, well, the woman. Well, not exactly, because biologically, the man holds the X and the Y chromosome, so he determines the sex of the baby. So the reason why you're here is not because of your mother. You're actually a woman, and you're right here because of your father. Not only that, do you know that the gene that the placenta comes from the man? So you thought that that came from the mother, where the mother is given the nutrients and all of that. The mother determines the sex of the baby. No, all of this comes from the man. You said that, how did the man get here? From the mother. No, the man got here from his father. All of y'all should call y'all father, because that's why you here.
Rich men do not marry dumb. Rich men do not settle with broke. Okay? If you're a girl looking for a provider, man, where you are right now, going to clubs every Friday, instead of working on yourself and your assets, is not going to get you there, honey. I know. And I know social media is also pushing this image that rich men are going to settle with dumb, blonde, and broke. That almost never happens, babe. Okay, maybe a hookup. Okay,
Okay, why is she moving like that? She moving. Look at this.
media is also pushing this image that rich men are going to settle with dumb, blonde, and broke. That almost never happens, babe. Okay, maybe
Something about this is off. Is this AI?
a hookup. Okay, that I will not deny. But if you try to get with a man who's already made it and you have absolutely nothing going for you, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work out if it even does happen. So that is my advice for you today.
Do you think Beyonce is more attractive than you?
Hell yeah.
Well, how can you be a 10 then?
Because I'm not Beyonce. I'm Andrea. And Andrea's a 10.
But just looks. But okay, if you can at least admit that there's a woman who's more attractive than you, then how do you come to the conclusion that you're a 10 out of 10? Because 10 is perfection.
Different looks, all different shapes and sizes and colors, Brian.
But you just said that Beyonce's, despite the fact that she's a different race than you just said that she's more attractive than you despite her race.
Beyonce.
Don't you think it's a little delusional, to say I'm a 10?
I'm very confident.
Wouldn't the confident thing be to say, I'm a 7 and I own it?
If I believe that I was a 7, then yes.
But so you believe in your heart of hearts that you are a 10 out of 10
Yes.
in terms of your physical appearance.
Yep.
Hi, bro. You want to hear it? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
All right. I come home after spending the afternoon with my niece. Okay, she's 6 years old, and we were doing glitter craft. She hugs me goodbye, and that's it. Brazil sees 3 specks of glitter on my neck and just flips out, like full-on meltdown. Accuses me of going to a strip club. I told her the truth. She's not having any of it. She says, oh, I've seen this before. She knows the signs. Next thing I know, she's grabbing out my clothes, calling me a liar, telling me I'm just like every other man she's dated, wouldn't listen to anything, wouldn't even look at me, just kick me out.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Brazil, you didn't just get it in your head. You packed my bags and you tossed me out like I cheated on you in 4K or something.
Yeah, because I lived it before. The glitter, the excuses. I've seen it, and every single time.
And this is what I always say. When women deal with multiple men, they come with that baggage, the fear, the insecurity. They just think they box everyone in the same box. Like, they just put every man in the same box. Like, oh, because X, Y, and Z did this to me, A is going to do the same thing. No. And that says a lot about you, though. Like, your discernment is not there. Your decision making is shit. So let's be real now. Who is really the problem? You are the problem, because you're picking shit people. Now, the only good person in your life, you're not gonna let them go because you're insecure, because you've been through shit. I mean, people go through shit every day, but sometimes you have to stop and listen. All right, you have to stop and listen, and pray to God to give you the vision to see who is really for you. But you cannot see that because you're a shitty human being. You are a shitty human being, and sometimes it's projection. People cheat on you and they project that energy to you. Like, come on, Brazil.
That I ignored it. Guess who got played?
And let's talk about that glitter. Since you made such a big deal about it, that's how we met, sweetheart, at the damn club. You were a stripper. You were covered in glitter when I walked in. You gave me a dance, then you gave me your number, and I didn't judge you for a second. But the second you thought I might have done something shady, with zero proof, mind you, you lost your damn mind. You humiliated me, you trashed me, and now you want to hit the line like none of it happened. And I stood by you when everyone else judged you. And you didn't even give me a chance to defend myself. So no, Brazil, no. You don't get off the hook. You don't even get back in the boat. Because I already forgave you for who you used to be. But you couldn't forgive me.
Honestly, the more I listen to the story, it doesn't seem like it's turning out the way she wanted to. Hang up the phone now.
This is some real relationship advice they don't tell you if you want your love to last. First, emotional control is love's foundation. You cannot build anything stable with somebody who explodes over everything. Calm doesn't mean weak. It's strength and restraint. Second, don't compare your relationship to others. Social media is curated and what you live through is real. Comparison kills gratitude and gratitude keeps love alive. Third, the way you speak matters more than what you say. The way you speak matters more than what you say. Most relationships break because of tone, not content. You can be right and still cause damage with your delivery. Fourth, if you're keeping score, you've already started losing. Real partnership isn't 50-50. It's two people giving 100% in the season they can. Some days you carry more, some days less. Fifth, disagreement is normal. Disrespect is not. It's okay to argue, but it's not okay to insult, belittle, or throw out, let's just break up in every single fight. Six, apologize early, not perfectly. A clumsy, I'm sorry, is better than a silent ego. Pride delays healing, and no one wins in a cold war. 7, learn your partner's stress language. Some people shut down, others talk too much. Do not take it personal. Learn how to meet them where they are. 8, relationships aren't always about feeling in love. It's about showing up even when you're tired, annoyed, or distant. Consistency is greater than chemistry. 9, financial stress tests a relationship more than romantic stress. Be transparent. Set shared goals. Don't let money be a mystery because it's one of the leading causes of collapse. 10, protect your relationship from outsiders. Not everybody deserves access to your problems. Oversharing with your friends or family often causes more damage than support. If you want your relationship to last, save this and come back to it and practice these. Love isn't luck, it's work. And for the right person, you're going to do the work.
Haven't you made arguments that men should have higher body counts?
No.
Never?
Nope. I don't think promiscuity is good in men or women. I think that generally speaking, as a man, if you have been promiscuous, women aren't going to assess you as harshly than the reverse. So men are going to use this, they're more likely to use this as a metric for either disqualifying you. Women are far more forgiving of male promiscuity than men are forgiving of female promiscuity. In order for a man to be promiscuous, that requires some degree of skill or being attractive in some paradigm or metric. As a woman, to have a high body count, you just got to show up. You don't even have to be attractive, but like for a guy to be he's bringing like something, like he's either got charisma, he's got some personality, or it could be status, it could be, or he could just be good looking, it could be all these things. But a woman who's just ugly, terrible personality, she can out compete. She can more dudes than like the top most attractive guys.
Yeah, men are easier.
Most recent ex is talking to a new girl who's 7 years younger than me.
So much shade, you're blocking out the sun. I don't need these. I guess this is coming to Instagram. Let's start here. The age gap between me and the new girl I'm talking to is the same age gap between me as you. You're 25 years old, pushing 30 years old, starting internet beef with me. What have I done? I moved on a long time ago. You can't handle that. That's the truth. Anyway, probably see you in the next video. See you on TikTok, see you on Instagram. This is going to be fun.
Okay, so look, before my guy right here says something, listen, this is the thing. Age cap matters when the guy is the one making the move, but it never matters when it's the woman. But when is the woman older than the guy? It never matters. It's just the double standard, and we have to deal with it. It is what it is.
Honestly and truly, a lot of bitter women out there that they just get mad because a man moves on.
I remember what the Bible said about women and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit and, you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do. The paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, 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 I want that type of way about me. So, about people, period, but especially women. So, if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so, I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that are usually the worst because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so, I really just think most women are natural evil, period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the daggers. You just feel that demonic spirit. Women are evil. I don't care what nobody say. Women are untrustworthy, deceitful, demonic beings. I said what I.
I'm not going to say that women do this type of stuff all the time. A lot of these modern women, yes, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're up to, and they continue to do it, and they never take accountability. And because men already know that women are doing this, this is nothing new to them, which is why you don't see men messing around with women anymore. They decide to stay single. They decide to do whatever they want to do, go wherever they want to go, spend their money on whatever they want to spend their money on.
And when you stop, focusing more on yourself and not paying too much attention to women, the go-to line is you're gay. But they are the ones who are pushing the gay movement, and their first insult is you are gay. And can't win with this.
A lot of these modern women upset.
I'm cheating on my husband.
Oh my God.
I finally have the balls to tell the world. I told him, and of course, he didn't handle it how we would want him to handle it.
We?
It's just like, okay.
Who is we? You and the person you're cheating with, or you and the demon inside of you? Who is we? Since when did you start speaking French?
Whatever. And he left with my kid. And I really was just like, this is weird. I need to chase after him and see what's going on. Like I said, there was a U-Haul truck there. And my heart dropped because I'm like, oh my gosh, immediately he is moving out, and already has his stuff. So every time that my husband and I would joke about like me cheating on him, he's like, girl, you will be in a grave, you and whoever it is, and you're never gonna leave me, blah, blah, blah. However, in this moment, he did not react that way. He did not. He reacted very calmly. Like I said, I can see that he was very hurt. Like I can see it. I know him. He's my husband. So he acted very calmly and like very mature. I don't even know if I used that correctly, but anyways, he acted very calm and he just left and took the two kids. So when I get to his mom's house, like I said, there was a U-Haul truck there. And my heart dropped because I'm like, oh my gosh, immediately he is moving out, and already has his stuff in this U-Haul truck. Like it's like it happened so fast. So I'm like, oh my gosh, he's leaving me for real. So, like I said, that broke my heart. And I tried to talk to his mom and see like where
What?
my mind was, where his mind was.
The
And
audacity.
she was just like, you know, I don't
My heart.
know what to tell you. You know, he didn't tell me the full story. I just know that he asked me if he can come back and he's here. So I was taken aback. Like, you're really going to end our whole marriage just because of that?
You can play a lot. You can do a lot of things to play around and mess around. I'm telling y'all do this slow drift away and, oh, I've been leaving for months and all that other stuff. Man, within a couple of days, we'll be up out of there. Already did this. Y'all remember that story at the beginning of the video where the woman was talking to her husband. I think she took him to counseling or something like that. And then she came back in after counseling, basically telling him in counseling that she wanted a divorce, came back to him that afternoon or that evening when he was playing the game. Hey, we need to talk about what? Well, you know, what was said, you know, everything that was said in counseling. Oh, that's done. I got a hotel or I got a place to stay. Actually, he said, I have an apartment. I have an apartment. And I'll be out of here basically tomorrow. So, or something like that. And within 24 hours, he had made living arrangements and he's just playing on the game, chilling. And when tomorrow gets here, I'll pack up this, I'll pack up that, all of the essentials, and I'll go move in. If I need to come back in for some stuff, I'll come back and get that. But pretty much it's done. Like I said, y'all like to monkey branch and wait until you go into the next opportunity and it takes you months to leave. Fantastic. But for a man, y'all won't even see it coming.
What was the number that you told him?
4.
What was it actually?
Like 150.
God damn.
Excuse me?
Sorry, mom.
Wait, how old were you?
I was 19. I had a friend.
150 what? Dollars?
Who had an older sister, and she told me have sex with as many people in high school as you can because no one has STDs.
But this is why I say you will never know unless a woman is honest with you. She told a dude for he was happy, and then her conscience ate at her. Shout out to her for having a conscience, I guess. I don't know if any man can live with that.
We don't know. That girl math is what's happening every day. We don't know their past. Now we can tell what's happening in the present.
150 people got inside of you. I do not know 20 people. I do not know 20 people. I don't know 20 women. I don't even know 20 people. How the hell do you have 20 people getting 150 people get inside of you? Did you have sex 150 times?
Or the future, but we do not know that past. Every time you speak, if it ever came up and a woman has this conversation with you, she's never went past 5. I've never had a conversation and a woman went past 5. Ever. She just said 4 and she's 150.
What's your age?
26.
Are you single?
Yes.
Could you see yourself dating a man who worked at Walmart?
No.
Why not?
Why would I date somebody below me? Not below me. Let me rephrase that. Why, if I
No, you pretty much said what you meant to say, but go ahead.
like work so hard to get to where I'm at, why would I date somebody who hasn't?
So a man who worked at Walmart couldn't take you to the places that you'd want to go?
No. No, absolutely not.
What is it about your lifestyle do you think a man at Walmart couldn't do for you?
I like to go shopping. I like to travel. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like to enjoy life. And I feel like if you work at Walmart, you really only have the means to do the necessities.
But let's flip the...
And that is good. Being able to do the necessity, that is good. He is working. That is good. What is up with all this social media bullshit, bro? And probably she doesn't even have nothing.
Scripts, right?
Okay.
Do you think if you were working at Walmart as you are right now, the men watching would look at that and go, oh no, I could never even look her way?
It depends on the man. I feel like some men value education. Some men look for women who have something going for themselves, and some men don't. It really depends on the man. Like, if you're talking about very, very wealthy men, then I think that they look for a woman that has an education. But if you're talking about like rich men or like the men who get money in our like generation, then they don't really care.
Honestly, you just listen to these modern women and how they tell you that they're so mature, and then they get out here and they say stuff like this, and you can really see their full ignorance on display.
Swear.
Men don't want to fight back. Unfortunately, our societal norm has become that men don't want to fight back. Like, I watched a video of a guy in an Uber. He was being choked by a woman from behind, and instead of fighting back, he holds his hands up and is like, I'm not going to touch her. I'm not going to touch her.
He's afraid.
Because he's like, if I touch her, I'm going to go to jail. And that's not okay.
It's not. That's not okay.
And we as a society have now put that on men that they can't fight back.
In 30 minutes, I tried to call him. I tried to text him. I haven't gotten an answer. So I don't really know what to do. Hey, what are you guys doing? So I got stood up. And he kind of said something that really kind of just, and I really just kind of want my kids. If maybe you would bring the kids to come and I can just do it with them instead. Let me know. Right, thanks.
Well, they do have a healthy co-parenting because why do you think I care about you getting stood up? Like, do I care about whose penis you're sucking? Like, what is going on? Why are you telling me that you got stood up and you're fake crying? That is none of my business. I don't care. Again, men, the guys, men, be careful with who you're having kids with. Please be careful. Wrap it up. If you can wrap it up, make sure you can jump off a moving train. All right? Make sure your pull-out game is A1 because, man.
Great, thank you.
I have to say that her ex-husband is pretty calm, cool, and collected over this call. Because the reality is that she just called her ex-husband because she was rejected. Her solution to that was to reach out to him and emotionally dump and then ask for her kids. I don't think that's okay, and here's my reasoning. It's very similar to the friend zone. The woman gets to emotionally dump, ask for that emotional support. She gets the attention, she gets the niceness. But what does the man get? Does the man get any of his needs or wants or desires of the relationship from her? Nope, and that is what's unfair. Just because you share kids does not mean that you need to emotionally support your ex. But I think that a lot of guys fall into this. And I guess in the early stages, it's somewhat natural that you're trying to figure out the boundaries. That's fine. But women cannot expect men to do this for years because he needs to fill that space with somebody else. He should be putting the efforts towards somebody else. He is not just going to sit in some twisted version of the ex friend zone.
Listen, I'm not the girl that's gonna get around her friends and start disrespecting my man. I don't know why you bitches get around your friends and start moving like y'all single. Trying to impress these bitches. And then when you don't have no man, right? And let me tell you something, everything in life is not about a man. But think about it. You chilling with a whole bunch of females who 9 times out of 10 don't have no nigga. So why the fuck would you show off for people that have nothing that you guys can relate to? Make it make fucking sense. I get it. Everything in life is not about a man, but at the end of the day, you gotta surround yourself with people that could teach you something, that y'all on the same fucking vibrations. A lot of times I always see it be like a group of females and maybe two out of the 5 got niggas, and the rest of them is out in the world doing some weird shit. I will never step out on my divine other half to prove to a fucking bitch that's single, that's going home, fronting on the gram like she's happy and she's free, right? And saying that she's single by choice. When deep down inside, I know that it's a problem. It's a problem. Y'all bitches be lying. And then y'all get mad at the bitches who recognize a man's value and call them pick-me. Why? Every post I ever put on my page about this, y'all bitches in the comments saying I'm a pick-me. How, my nigga? Because I didn't use my past trauma to sit there and drag men and the good men at that for some shit that they don't got nothing to do with. This is my life. I run the show. That's y'all lives. Don't forget that y'all run the show. Y'all don't have to treat men that way. Nah, that's stupid to say that all niggas ain't shit. Nah, some of the niggas that you dealt with wasn't shit. You damaged. Now it's time for you to do the inner work so you can find a good man. Once you do the inner work, trust me, you're gonna find him. You know why? Because your vibrations is gonna be high and you're gonna attract the type of man that you need in your life. You are what you attract. That's a fact.
Women have been oppressed since the beginning of time.
How?
It's natural.
Gosh, how?
Are you really? How?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you're asking?
I cannot listen to her. I can't listen to this. What? She's gonna hurt my ears. Like, her voice is so annoying to listen to, bro. Her voice is so annoying to listen to. I'm telling you. Ugh. Fuck.
Saying this is true. Yeah. No, women were oppressed in history, but so were men. It's not. Oh,
As much as
see, now this is interesting because if I say, how were women oppressed? You're like, well, it's self-evident, Brian. I shouldn't have to educate you. Yet you've just asked me the same question. You've just asked, how were men oppressed? Shouldn't you know?
No, because that wasn't taught in school.
Ah, so isn't that interesting? Male oppression was never taught in school. Female's oppression was. Isn't that interesting? So who's really oppressed then?
Oh my God, Brian.
If men's grievances throughout history are overlooked, who's the real one that's oppressed? Perhaps you don't even believe men are oppressed.
Oh, to be honest.
You don't.
Yeah.
Okay, the statement is, a woman's past should not matter. You circle it indicating you agree with the statement. Why?
Do I think a woman's past shouldn't matter? I don't
Wha-
think a woman's past shouldn't matter because a man entering a relationship with a woman worried about her past is worried about the wrong damn thing. He worried about her body count when he need to be worried about taking over her mind and controlling her in a way that she's never been able to with other men, because those body counts don't matter if none of these men have ever dominated her in the way she needs.
They do matter. What the fuck? Oh my God. Social media got you people messed up so bad. It's like me saying, oh, my traumas, my past traumas, they don't matter at all. What is this, bro? I remember I was having a conversation with a group of people the other day, and they told me there's nothing like soul ties. And when I heard that there's nothing as soul ties, I was done with the conversation. And sometimes I like to gaslight people, or just to start to prolong the conversation to really hear your thinking, like the way you think as a human being. And when I sat there and I was listening to them speak, I was just like, wow, that is crazy. But there's a thing that's called soul ties, and that is real. And again, 150 body counts, that means you've dealt with 150 people. 150 people has gotten into you, bro. It has been inside of you. That is not acceptable as a human being. Why are you letting that many people inside of you? That is considered intimate, because to women, sex is intimate. But you let 150 people get inside of you. Now, some women will say, oh my God, that's too much. And if you ask them what is a good number, they will say 20 people. Have you ever been jumped by 20 people? Then you understand what it feels like. Have you ever been jumped by 10 people? Then you know what I'm talking about. Now, imagine 20 people banging you. Imagine 10 people banging you. These are negative energies. Like, there's a thing. Like, do some research and really understand about someone's body, bro. Like, what is really going on? Or we sit on this podcast and we just say any and everything, though. It does matter. And you will see some of these dickheads will come here and say, oh, women's past does not matter. If you're looking at her past, then you're a little boy. Yes, I am a little boy. I'm not trying to dominate nobody. I'm trying to coexist with someone. I'm trying to build something great with someone. I'm not trying to dominate them. I'm not trying to go in and try to and be trying to compete with John, Peter, Paul, Joseph, Brian, Ian, Logan. I'm not trying to compete with those people because she's always going to compare you with each and every one of them she's had sex with. She's going to compare the dates with Brian's, with Paul's, with all those people. Like, what are we doing, bro?
To be dominated.
So you okay?
Act like you understand so we can move on.
What's with the attitude?
Ain't no attitude. I'm just talking. So now that I got a little energy behind it, it's an attitude. Correct.
I need more.
A little attitude.
Can we get an energy drink?
Anybody else detect a bit of an attitude from Miss Madam?
All I'm saying is what you asked me. I answered your question. That simple.
You answered the question and you told him, act like you understand and let's move on. Act like you understand. So basically, you're downplaying the fact that I did not understand what you're saying. So you're technically insulting him. And you sit and you say you do not have an attitude.
A little bit of an attitude, a little uppity, a little uppity.
I think we can all see it, right?
What's that?
We can see it, right?
I can see it.
It's like what you say, a fact. Or what was it?
Yes.
All these little girls are like, my boyfriend's a narcissist. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
You're throwing that word around left and right.
Yeah. And I told him why. And everyone went, oh. I said, if you're dating a narcissist, you will not post on social media you're dating a narcissist because he'll come for you. Mentally, physically, financially, he's going to come for you. You will not have that video up. So if you say I'm dating a narcissist, guarantee you he's not. And everyone kind of came at me and I'm like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Naomi Lynn, you're dating athletes.
Mm-hmm.
NFL?
Yeah.
NBA?
Yeah.
How many NFL players have you dated?
3-ish.
What teams?
I prefer not to disclose that information. Talk about
NBA
people-
players too?
Yeah.
These men, who I assume are in exceptional physical shape, are very high status given the nature of their profession, I assume are well off financially. Obviously, not all NFL players are compensated the same, but why didn't it work with any of them?
Because I didn't want to take anything seriously.
You didn't? You're telling me you didn't want to pursue a long-term romantic relationship with, I assume these men are, in terms of, if we're looking at their status or their wealth or, top 1% men.
Sure.
Not good enough for you.
I never said that.
Well, I mean, I
said some were casual. One relationship was like a year relationship, and we just didn't see eye to eye, and there were third-party situations that affected that relationship. So we mutually decided, we're like, probably not best.
A lot of people don't realize that the feminist movement has led to that. That is literally why this sexual revolution started. And maybe it wasn't that extreme to where they're trying to sleep with 1,000 men in 24 hours. The idea of saying that men and women are equal when we're not, we're equal in value, we're not equal in our role. It's common sense. And the girls' sports issue, ironically, is literally proving that men and women are different. Wow. The feminist movement has nothing to do with fighting for women. Because what has it led to? The National Organization for Women, the largest feminist organization today, one of their main priorities is to create a worldwide legalization of prostitution. One of their other main goals is obviously to legalize abortion in all 50 states. Yeah. What is abortion? It's telling a woman that in order for you to be successful, in order for you to live a good life, you should murder the life that was conceived inside of you. Well, after a woman has an abortion, she's over 155% more likely to struggle with suicidal behavior. Explain to me how that's empowering women.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
How can
I like her.
these terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
No.
So then why do we say that men are leaders when women are in control?
We want you guys to lead while we're still in control.
Thank you for being honest.
4 times divorce, 4 times. Let's see, let's put. You tell me. What do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take them to court and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take them for half of the retirement take them half of their property, and then fight them for higher child support, okay? And a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support every 3 years.
Oh, God, please. If there's anything I've done, please don't ever let me fall in this kind of temptation. Because I will commit a crime. Please don't ever let me fall in this type of temptation. You can punish me, you can subject me to die alone, but please don't make me get married to this type of thing. Please.
Every 3 years, you go up from maybe 200 to 300 to 400 to 500. You bring it up to $2,000 per child. Per child. But I got one child right here. Kaylin right here. Her daddy paying child support for her, of course. It always is. But that's the best thing you can do. I just say it's karma.
And you talking reckless like this, you probably sold it to her as, oh, I'm going to give you all of this. You can go shopping. This is extra money, yada, yada, yada. But I'm going to tell you, this is a bad way to train your children. And she's going to realize that she was spoiled when she gets out in the real world and she realizes that, oh, daddy ain't out here. These men are not going to take care of what I got going on. If I do this stuff, if I want a man to take care of me like this, I'm going to have to give something up. And it might not be something that I want to give.
She wants to know why men do this, and I'll explain.
Okay, guys. I need y'all to answer this question for me. If a woman's been talking to you for 8 months or so, loyal to you, only kicking it with you, you fall asleep with her on the phone every night. Yes, I said it. Every night. This is all your calls, unless it's petty arguments or whatever the fuck, and they're trying to prove a point or something, but doesn't disappear on you. Could share location at any given time. Want something real. At what point in time do you feel the man should lock in? Because the man doesn't want to lock in. Why wouldn't a man lock in if he has that? I want your honest opinions. Why wouldn't a man lock in with a good, faithful woman or anything? It could be for me, it could be for anything else, but why do y'all men not lock in? And then when women act crazy, y'all want to call us hoes or shit. Why? What's the problem?
Okay, the problem, personally, the problem is, in most cases, we are waiting to see if there is going to be a change. We pay attention to a lot of things. Falling asleep on the phone with you is not a valid reason to think we're going to. No, it's not. In most cases, some guys are just bored, which that is very common. Don't get me wrong, there's one thing that a guy has noticed in that woman that he's hoping that she's going to change, but she's not changing that. She's not changing it. Now it's just like, okay, this is like a routine. Let's just keep it going. She's doing it, I'm doing it. Let's just keep it going. You get me? That is my take on it. It is not right, but that's still a reason.
So she basically wants to know why men drag it out for so long and don't give you the full commitment after you do all the wifely duties. Now, for women who don't understand this, sometimes a man who really wants a wife, he'll take his time and vet. Not every woman who does wifely duties is
It's
going to be
considered a
a
wife.
wife long term.
Yeah.
He might see certain signs that you don't see, but you're saying you're doing just enough. Now, some men can communicate with like, hey, I don't like this, but some men with higher standards won't say anything at all. Make you do exactly what you're doing, give them all the king treatment, and you get nothing in return as far as long-term commitment. My advice to you is you can't rush greatness. If you feel like this man fits your standards and checking most of your boxes, do not try to rush the process. The man gives the ring, so you can't really fault him for wanting to take his time.
Nah, but come on though, like 8 months. 8 months, I don't think a ring is coming, or I don't even think the relationship is coming. Let's relax. If it was like they were already in a relationship and she's hoping to get that ring, that is understandable. Like the guy is taking his time. But in this situation that they're talking, 8 months talking, yeah, allow it. That's long. Now, this is the thing. This is what I'm gonna say. I've had a situation where I was talking to this person, not like my type to a T. You get what I'm saying? But she was my type to a T when the conversations were good, when everything was good. But now, what I was waiting for finally made me realize, yeah, this is not really the person for me because I've had that type of situation before. Now, this person lashed out and disrespected me about something that had happened. I don't do that. When it comes to me figuring who I want to be with, I pay attention to two things. You when you're happy and you when you're sad or when you're angry. How do you behave? How do you talk to me when you're angry? How do you talk to me when you're happy? Those things I pay attention to. Now, when you listen and and you hear someone disrespecting you or talking to you crazy when they're angry, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Like over here, we are not doing that. We not. I don't care whoever you are. That is it for me. The second I hear you disrespecting me, I already checked out. Even if I'm still talking to you at that point, it's just to easily drop you off. I don't want to, but then again, I already checked out when you started talking to me crazy. Because who do you think you're talking to? Like, are you okay? What are you doing?
Time to see if he's making the right choices. Now, if you have a time frame in your mind and you saying, well, in 1 year or 2 years he doesn't make me his girlfriend, you have all rights to leave. But don't rush a man who's trying to find a good woman and a wife, and you want to get married.
Damn, sir, you took low.
The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am. So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself or you don't love me for who I am isn't really fair because I don't know who I am.
This woman has 3 children. She's 32 years old. They got a dog. And what is wrong with it? She's selfish, A, and she's bored, right? And why is she bored? Because everything is going really well and she wants something else.
Am I the asshole? My wife wants me to set a budget for sex as a part of her stay-at-home mom role. I, male 33, am the breadwinner in our family of 4. My wife is a stay-at-home mom, and it's a decision we both agreed on. I take care of everything financially: food, clothes, bills, household needs, etc. Problem is, my wife wants me to set a budget for sex, meaning she wants to get money for it as she considers it a part of her stay-at-home mom duties. I love her. Her absurd and unreasonable suggestion, now demand, has caused a huge fight between us. She said it is her right since she'd work all day and take care of the house and kids then. Then she has to stay up at night so we can have sex together. And it's exhausting for her and time consuming, as she put it. I
So
feel
inconsiderate.
extremely upset and disappointed in her behavior, but she says she's in the right and that I'm being too selfish to see it. She keeps demanding it, but I refused. Am I the asshole here?
It's definitely not normal
think so.
to ask for compensation for sex with your husband. I want to know where her mindset is because, yeah, I feel like if it feels like a duty for her, there must be a reason behind it. I do think they need to go to therapy and talk about it
Mhm.
and like figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not for it or against it.
Do you think that women can be sexist towards men?
Well, if you want to get technical, I mean, they are technically paid more. I mean, right? Across the board.
No, the way that the gender pay gap started to exist was they took all the median earnings between all men and all the median earnings between women, and they basically matched them up and said, oh, well, look, there's obviously a difference. But the problem is, if you take the lowest paying jobs, early childhood education, caretaking, nannying, etc., those are like 98% women dominated. If you take the 5 most lucrative professions, pharmaceutical science,
it's rocket scientists, then you find that those are heavily male dominated. So of course, when you factor in personal choices, which feminists never want to do, you get this, what they call the wage gap. And then they blame it on men, taking that away from women. And they blame it on men, the patriarchy, which no feminist can ever define. They blame it on men because it's more
find a woman
comfortable.
anymore.
If women were to make so much less than men, then why aren't companies just only employing women so that they can save money?
Say something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, ma'am. You're quiet now.
I don't know.
Give some money to leave for these kids so they can get some DoorDash.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Oh, I get the door for you real quick.
I know we ready to go on a date or whatever, but I
Let me
need
get
to leave some money for the kids so they can get some food from the DoorDash. You mind giving me a couple dollars?
A couple of dollars. This our first date. Where they daddy at? With the money. What?
Don't matter. I'm ex.
She is very bold. She is so bold, bro. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me get this right. I'm taking you out for the first time, and you're asking money for the kids to get DoorDash. Kids, that are not mine. I'm taking you out for the first time.
I'm going on a date with you.
I know, but that's not like technically like you supposed to have that set up before you call yourself going out on a date. The children should already be straight. That shouldn't be like a responsibility on me. Like,
So my
pay for
kids,
your kids' food.
yeah, my kids not important to you. It's a package deal.
We just met. In order for a package deal, we just met. How like this all happened like real fast. Like I got
So you're not gonna give me no money to leave for my kids?
No.
That's not. You should already have that straight before you called yourself going out on a date. No, I'm not. That's not. You know what? Maybe this wasn't a good idea. 'Cause you don't have your children straight, so you shouldn't be going out on a date.
So you're just gonna cancel the date? You're not gonna help me with the kids or feed the
No,
kids or
those ain't
nothing?
those ain't feed the kids. They not my kids.
All
They
right.
not even.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
you have
Take care.
The fact that you have to sit in the car and explain that to her, you're already wasting your time. Let that woman go on down the road. This doesn't really even need to be a conversation. She's wasting your time. Period. End of story. Let her leave. At that point, just roll up the window and drive off. Normalize when modern women start talking silly like this, rolling the window up and walking off or driving off. When they start talking silly, hey, you know what? You have a good night. You're not going to pay for my Uber. I'll sit here and wait for you to make sure that you get into the Uber or whatever you need to. But this, I'm sure you'll probably agree, what's going on here, you and I, it's not going to be. So I'm just going to call it quits right here. You know, I don't mind paying the bill, or we can split it. It don't really matter to me. I got to go. I got to get up out of here.
All right, man, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. These women, some of these women are crazy. Let me not say it, but these women and these videos with these outrageous demands, and please, Biko, I beg, Mama, we're begging, please, stop. We want to do something, think. We're begging, please think. Because that is literally, like, you come, you're going on a date and you're already putting this man saying it's a package deal. My kids, taking care of your kids. Oh my God. And let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, stay safe. It's all love. Make sure you're safe out here. Make sure you pray. You heard me?